Okay team, so we've got Louie down here today, and Louie's come down to learn how to make tables. He wants to get into making tables and doing resin art. So the best way to learn is just to get in. So he's bought himself a nice piece of swamp carry, and I'm going to show him the whole process, how he can make his ocean coffee table from start to finish. And this is the first stage. This slab I had pre-planed and seal coated quite some months ago, and just got it all ready for selling it and for someone to buy it to come and make themselves a table, or one that I was going to make. It's a stunning piece of swamp carry, so just watch this build. Okay guys, so Louie's just sanded off the bottom of his slab, and that's yeah, that's perfect, Louie. So the next thing is we flip it up the other way and sand off the top. So Louie's just sanded this with with 80 grit. Now I'm just going to get him to go over the whole piece and give it a final sand with 120, and then it'll be ready for sealing and doing a bit more detailing on the edges. Now this is like coming full cycle, isn't it, Scott?
It is.
So Scott came to me some time back, and I showed Scott how to make moulds and do a whole lot of stuff to make tables. Now we've got Louie, and we've got Scott, who's donating a bit of time to help Louie learn how to make moulds. So thanks a lot, Scott. You're a good man.
Once you've done that, you want to, Louie, once you've done that, you want to run your finger along there. You want to make sure that you've got consistent bead all the way down. So
make sure you get a nice bead of silicone all the way down so your resin doesn't go leaking out.
There you go, pull. I need more resin.
Nothing like getting a sticky finger, Louie. Okay guys, so we're with Louie and we're just about to do the next stage on his table. So what we have to do is we have to seal coat this. So Louie, if you throw some gloves on, mate. Throw some gloves on. And what we're going to use here, guys, is we're going to be using the Resin's Wood multi-sealer. So this is for all your timber. Yes, it does look really yellowish. It's old stock. Doesn't matter. It's just a seal coat. Once it's poured on, it does nothing for changing the colour or anything else. You'll find that is quite a common trait with a lot of these products for sealing. They don't ever really go off. They just keep getting really, really yellow. So we're going to go for about, about that much. I don't know how much that is. Or about that much anyway. Well, that's about 300 of part A and 300 of part B. We'll start off with there. Okay, so what I want you to do, so I'll pour it out. I want you to use your hands, massage it in, just like massaging the wife. Massage it in, yeah? Okay? You give that a good massage. You try, you just pull it in from the sides, brother. Yeah. Give that a real good massage in. Absolutely beautiful. See how it's just bringing the swamp carry to life? Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Fantastic job. Awesome. Looks amazing. Make this stick down. This sticks down. Helps it to stick down a little bit. Okay, flip it over. Yep. Okay guys, so I'm just holding the camera at the moment here with Louie. Louie's learning how to make ocean table from start to finish. So we'll use this as a tutorial. You've seen how the mould's been made, how the timber's been planed and all of that sort of thing. Sanded all back. And now we have put the sealer coat on the bottom and put a bit of extra sealer on the bottom and then dropped it into the mould. Now that it's in the mould, we're going to put some ultra fast tabletop resin over the top of this just to seal all the timber. And then once the timber's all sealed, if there's any left over, I'm just going to mix up a little bit of blue and just drizzle around the outside edges of this, and it's just going to help hold it down in the mould when we come to do our next pour. What I want you to do is use your hands and massage it just like you've given the wife a good massage all into the top. Make it look absolutely stunning. Oh my God, it's so sexy. Yeah, massage it all the way in, all over, down your sides. That timber is absolutely stunning. Yeah. Just wipe along those sides, all the way along. Now Louie's just flame torching it, get rid of any little micro bubbles, as well as going over with the springer and just pulling out any little bits of rubbish that may be sitting on the top. And then once this cures, we'll come back and give it another coat. Okay guys, so there you have it. That's it for the first stage. This video or series of videos we've done over 4 stages, this being the first. Second stage will be deep pouring ocean and putting in sandy bays and putting in some islands. Are you enjoying making it?
Yes, it's good.
And what do you think your wife's going to say when she sees what you've done?
It's amazing. Good start.
It is a good start. Okay guys, so Louie's just about to pour his ocean base. Yep, pour it in, so put half on that side. Just keep pouring. Keep going. Yeah, a bit more. We're going to have to make up more. Yep, and then pour the rest on the other side. Yeah, pour it all in. Rightio, so what we'll do now, Louie, is we're going to go and mix up another 6 litres. And then we'll put in most likely, maybe another 10 litres, 10 to 12 litres, to bring it up to 18, and then that'll be our base, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, pour away. So Louie's just putting some more Magic Ocean from Colour Passion in. A really good solid base for the base of your ocean. And then once this comes out of the mould, normally resin shrinks by about 0.5% to 1%. And when it pulls in, things can get a little bit distorted. So by having a nice deep ocean or a bottom layer of epoxy resin that doesn't have any stones or anything in it, allows you to be able to plane the bottom without damaging your tools. Okay, so that's really important that you have a nice good base, minimum 10 mils. We've done this about 20 millimeters deep, guys, because we have all the effects layers that are going on top. Okay guys, so Louie's just vacuuming out his table he's making, so he's just gone over and given a very light sand, and that's to create a mechanical bond. We like to just give the resin a light sand, and that just gives the next layer of resin something else to really stick to. If you don't do this, there is the possibility that it can delaminate. So just very light sand, don't have to get too harsh, just want to try to get a lot of the shiny stuff off. Okay guys, so we've got Louie here in the shop today, and today we're going to be doing the sand layers. So on the left hand side of this mold, we're going to be putting in some black sands and starting to possibly put in some effects for waves and islands. And then on the right hand side, we're going to be putting in a very light coloured sand to represent the East Coast. Now, the dark side will be dark black sand coming out about 1 to 2 inches from the far end, tapering off, coming down the coastline. And then we'll put in some dark coloured rocks. And then on the other side will be the clearer, lighter sand layer, which will have all turquoises. And then we're going to have some turquoise ponds and turquoise streams and that sort of thing running down through the sand, and possibly like a little channel going up to the top right hand corner on this piece. Okay guys, so what we're using is Resin's wood. Ultra fast resin. So we're using the ultra fast resin, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to use a separate container and mix up some of this black for our black sand to go down our coastal, our left hand side, which will be our coastal zone. Down the side of the coastline here, and we're just going to pat that in, okay? So pat it in so it's thicker here, and then really thin down by the ocean side. Now this will tend to move around a little bit. Box in here. Now guys, we went up to Living Reef. So you can find Living Reef on the corner of Colombo Street and Beatty Avenue. And that's where I get my sands and stuff from. You've most already seen a advert or a short video that I've done, but these are just some stunning pieces of rock, and then what we're going to do is we're going to break some of these up to put into this table. And we could have that like this, so this is like it's broken away, you see. And then we'll have white water crashing against there, and then that opens you up to create in here like a little bit of a turquoisey area where that might be a bit shallower, or you can do all sorts of really funky effects, yeah? I don't think you'd really want too much more than that. I think that's going to look really cool. And then over here you've got your starfish and stuff. So just to want to make it, it could be like the really rough, rugged coastline, yeah? Okay, Louie, so what we'll do now is we're just going to get a rag and just put an acetone on the rag and just wipe off the top and get rid of some of that rubbish, okay? So I'm not worried about these dribbles of resin. It's just really the sand you want to get off. Okay, so that's looking really cool, Louie. Done well for today. So we leave this until that's set. Once that's set, we'll come back and we'll do our water crashing waves in places there, as well as the crashing waves onto the outside edge of the rocks, because that's the deep ocean coming in and crashing against there. And then same on this side, the big crashing waves are hitting this side, they're not hitting this side. You just get a little bit of water wash that comes around with a negative space in places around the islands, and that'll make it look really realistic. So that's all for today on that piece, guys.